How's it going, Pisces? Welcome to the channel and welcome to your April 2020 monthly tarot card reading. So my name is Robin and this is my channel, Aries Fire Tarot. So thanks so much for joining me today, guys. I really appreciate it. So I'm getting ready to do this reading and it will be like a general reading for April 2020. So I hope it resonates and I hope that there is some like interesting and effective message in the reading for you, but do keep in mind it's general. So, but I do believe pretty solidly that if you have been guided to the video, there's a message in here somewhere for you. So I hope you find it and I hope it makes sense. So anyway, guys, thanks so much for being here again and thanks for subscribing to the channel. And I love everybody's comments, so keep it coming. So I'm just shuffling here the Tattoo Tarot Ink and Intuition deck, you guys. This is one of my favorite decks. So I can say that about all of my decks. They're all my favorite deck, but this one is really cool. And I found it on the bottom shelf of a bookstore. I was at McNally Robinson and I found it like tucked away at the bottom, and it's really interesting. So I hope you enjoy. So I'm going to start right in with the energy of the new month with the first card. I deal a lot in energy because your energy is what attracts the things into your life. So let's have the energy of the new month for April 2020. This is fantastic. So we have the King of Cups, the Ryan Gosling card. So I'm just going to stare at him for a quick second. So anyway, King of Cups, you guys, is super creative, like sort of a high rolling energy. Do you know what I mean? Just if you ever see a really... like, he really just reminds me of Ryan Gosling, and, you know, he just has that certain, like, a je ne sais quoi, like, really confident but fluid energy, and just understanding that everything that you do is going to resonate with success when you see this card. You know, just really, like, looking into what it is exactly you want to get for yourself out of the future, and not looking down at all, like eyes front, eyes on the prize. I love how his crown is tattooed into his head like that, and just carrying the emotions in front, like, you know, this is how I feel about everything, and understanding that how you feel about things it's going to deliver what you want from the universe. So if you don't like what you're seeing coming in for you, you can change what's in the cup, right? So really keep that in mind. So the second card we're going to look at is something to leave behind or move past. And if you guys live in my half of the world, then it's going to be winter. So this is really interesting, you guys. So we've got two kings. So you have a really high ability to achieve in April. But this is saying what to leave past or leave behind or move past. Maybe you're a little bit too focused on money. You know, and I'm a firm believer that money makes the world go round, you know, and honestly, I'd rather be crying in a Cadillac than smiling on a 10 speed, but that's just me. You know, I like to be comfortable, and I think everybody wants to be comfortable, but you could be taking it just a little bit to the extreme, and instead of looking at the journey and the process, you could be just looking at the outcome of the finances. And something to be mindful of, you guys, is if you've been seeing a lot of sixes, like especially angel numbers like 1616, those messages are telling you that you're focusing too much on money. So by bringing your best self and your best intention, like the universe will naturally reward you. You know, so it can be a little bit of an entanglement, especially if you're coming from a place where you don't have a lot of money, you know, to not put money first, because honestly, if you don't have enough money, like how are you going to find a place to live and like fill your fridge and take care of your family and all of those good things? But this is something that you need to put as... you have to understand that the universe will reward you, and you don't have to solely go after something for money. So it's something to really look at in yourself, and like, is that how you're thinking all the time? You know, and because this card is saying it's time to move past that and understand that you will be financially rewarded when you bring your best self to the game, right? And when you fill your cup with something really positive and loving. So something to really, a little bit of homework for you, Pisces. So how can you get the most out of the new month? So this card is the 10 of Wands. So maybe you've been going through a bit of a tough time, you know, and maybe that's why you're focused so much on money, you know. And I find it's always the richest people just, oh, it's just money, you know. But if you're living paycheck to paycheck, and it's not even enough, you know. I saw this meme the other day and I thought it was just so applicable, where this guy was like, oh, I just finally paid my hydro bill, now I have a nice warm place to starve to death in. And I know a lot of people have a hard time making ends meet, you know. And I used to be in that position too, you guys. I had no money, and there was at one point I had no food, and if I wasn't working in a restaurant, I probably wouldn't have eaten. I mean, it's not the same for me anymore, but do you know what I mean? So all I ever thought about was making money. So, but you can recognize here with the 10 of Wands that that cycle is going to come to an end. So you basically like need to lead from your heart instead of your wallet, because one thing comes before the other. And you know, sometimes we see some really greedy examples of people out there, but they usually don't end up doing very well for in the long run. Like if you look at really successful people, they're warm-hearted. Like if you look at Oprah Winfrey and like, you know, like really mega stars with big hearts, you might want to start looking at them and seeing how they were successful instead of concentrating on money all the time. So, and it is a bit of a dichotomy, I know, especially if you don't have a lot and you want more and you want, oh, I want the money to get me there. So you can just release whatever sum of money you want out to the universe and understand that you will receive it. And Jim Carrey did a really interesting video about, you know, just have faith in the universe to do it, and then go on about your business and keep yourself happy and fill your cup with joy, right? And keep the focus off of the money. And it can be very difficult. So like I said, there's some homework there for you. So something related to your spiritual journey that you should explore with the next card. So we have the Moon card, and this is really all about striking balance and following your intuition. And you know, we're not born intuitively seeking money. We're seeking happiness, and this is your entire journey on the planet, you know, is to be seeking joyful abundance. And like I said before, your joyful abundance is rewarded by the universe. And Oprah Winfrey, again, she does this really cool video about how, you know, you get richly rewarded by the universe for your service. So what is it that you're doing to serve yourself and other people? So focus on that and keep in balance here, and try to keep those like negative 3 a.m. thoughts at bay, you know. And you have a spirit animal here, lobster, so you definitely want to look that up. But this is a really interesting moon card where you know, I want to say dogs, they're balanced off, but they're in different colors. So it's like night and day, and balancing off yourself equally, and just keeping everything in check, you know. And just really, there's a call here to keep in balance. And what are you here to do other than earn money? And put that at the forefront, and be mindful of your money. Like, I'm not saying like don't focus on money, but don't make it your top priority, because that can come across as sort of a greed mindset, and that's not what you want. And then when you don't get the things that you want monetarily, it echoes and resonates with disappointment. So something to be mindful of. 3 of Wands here, you guys. So you do have a little bit of a journey here ahead of you, and your whole life is a journey. It's going to be one thing after another. So keeping yourself in balance and keeping yourself on the path will keep you focused on what to do next, you know. And the money will come. You have to trust that. I know this is not like a wealth and abundance read. I always do a wealth and abundance read, but I'm seeing here where the primary focus for you guys is the bank account. It's the wallet, you know. And that needs to go to a certain extent. And I understand what it's like I said before, to be absolutely broke. I used to work 3 jobs to support my family, so I know what it's like. But it's also exhausting. So if you're bringing yourself, you know, with your cup full of joy to the front, then the universe is going to bring this. You don't have to keep continually asking for it. And you're just going to have to keep on walking that road. And this cycle that you might be in where things are not going, and there's sort of a it's a revolving circumstance where you're not getting what you want. You want to really look at if you're in balance here with the Moon card, right? Follow your intuition. Don't let those midnight thoughts, those 3 a.m. thoughts interrupt you, and understand that your journey is going to take you exactly where you need to be, and you will be rewarded as long as you keep yourself filled with joy and looking to the front and staying confident and balanced. So this is a really important reading for you guys to stay level, really put your priorities in place, and think about that next step with, logic, and use your intuition too. You can trust your gut. Interesting read, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care. Bye.